Hello everyone, welcome to Poetry Surprises and the second instalment of the St Clementin sequence, Shapeshifter. Now in the first poem, which took place by the church, we had a rather metaphysical, grand, Miltonic force working to transform spirit into matter, appropriate outside a church. Now we go down to the flour mill. It's a water mill that made flour. So this is a transformation of a different kind. It's not spirit into matter, but it's flour into bread. And to tell this story, this metamorphosis, I decided that it was a good idea to have a fable in that kind of French style that that we're all familiar with as children. So this is poem number 2, The Watermill. And the question at the beginning is, you ask me how river becomes bread. Here is how river becomes bread. One day, River was crossing a field when he saw an old man withered and in tears. "What is wrong, old man?" asked River. "Are you thirsty? If so, you can drink of me." "It is not thirst that withers me," sobbed the old man. "It's want of bread." River went on his meandering way, thinking there was nothing he could do, until he came to a pool where he rested before he raced downhill towards the sea. Between his laps and splashes, he could hear the old man's sobs. "If only," sighed River to himself as he watched his little whirlpools circling the smooth rocks downstream, "I can wear down granite, but I can't feed an old man." "Put me to use," whispered Granite. "You're strong, River," continued Granite, "but you've no choice. You must run down to the sea. Use me to turn and grind." River thought, what use is granite to a dying man? Then in the meadow by the pool, grass bowed before granite, offering its heads of grain. A tree by the lapping water followed suit, bent low. "I see we are all moved to compassion," said River, "but of what use is compassion that accomplishes nothing?" "You can use my branches if you wish," said Tree. "Branches are no use to a man starved to death, unless it be to build his coffin." Suddenly Granite turned and ground the heads of grass. There before River stood Flower. River was smitten by Flower, whose white radiance shone before him like the snow-topped mountains of his childhood, and he felt a longing spring from the deepest recollections River had, and he wanted to hold Flower in his arms. As he reached out, Flower folded himself about River, and the two embraced and kissed and smooched and pecked and nuzzled and knotted, and hands went places, and a spark of passion flew into the branches Tree had laid before them. A fire soon raged, oven hot. River and Flower lay entwined in love, as the glow from the flames slowly turned them as gold as sunset. The old man sniffed the air and looked to where the sky bronzed, then crawled over to kneel and break warm bread. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story. Number 2 from the sequence Shapeshifter, the transformation of the river into bread. I'd just like to thank everybody for listening, and thank everybody who's subscribing and following my Poetry Surprises channel. Please keep subscribing, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.